Jai Hind, dear students. Once again, welcome you all for your mathematics class. In our previous class, we all have discussed about the different aspects of this chapter, that is profit, loss, and discount. Also, we have solved some of the questions from the exercise 8.2. In continuation with the same, in today's class, we are going to discuss few more word problems from the exercise 8.2 itself. So let us begin with the very first question. So the first question is question number 5 according to the NCERT book, which says a VCR and a TV was bought for rupees 8,000 each. The shopkeeper made a loss of 4% on the VCR and a profit of 8% on the TV. Find the gain or loss percent on the whole transaction. So over here in this question, there are three things which are given. The first thing is the shopkeeper bought one VCR and one TV. The cost price of each of them is rupees 8,000 each. Then he sold the VCR at a loss of 4% and the TV at 8% gain. And then we need to find out the overall gain or loss percent. Whenever a question comes in which we need to find out the overall gain or loss in the whole transaction, whether it is TV, VCR, whether it wheat or pulses which are being sold at different rates, what we require is the total cost price of all the goods or the articles which are being purchased and the total selling price of the same as well. Once we get the total cost price and the total selling price, we can find out the overall gain or loss, and then that also in percentage. So over here in this question, cost price is given. We need to calculate the selling price for the TV and VCR first, and then we will proceed to find out the overall profit or loss. Now this question can be done by two ways. One, without using formula, which we have shared in the previous video. And the second one is by using the formula. So I will try to discuss both the ways by which this can be done. So we will start with the solution part. First of all, we will take the VCR. So CP, that is cost price of VCR, is rupees 8,000. Then the loss percent is given as 4%. So we can find out its selling price. So since there is a loss, so obviously we will subtract the amount of loss from the cost price. So it will be 8,000 minus whatever the loss is, that is 4% of rupees 8,000. So now we will try to simplify it. So it will be 8,000 minus 4 by 100 multiplied by 8,000. On simplification, it gives us 8,000 minus 320, which on simplification gives us the value of the selling price of the VCR as rupees 7,680. In the same way, we will calculate the selling price of TV as well. The cost price of TV is also rupees 8,000, and gain percent or the profit percent on this is given as 8%. So now we calculate the selling price for the TV, which will be 8,000. Since here we have the profit or gain, so we will add it to the cost price. So plus 8% of rupees 8,000. We simplify it further. 8,000 plus 8 by 100 into 8,000, and then on simplification we get 8 times 8 is 64, so it gives us 640, and ultimately we will get the selling price of the TV as rupees 8,640. So we have got the selling price of both of them. Cost price was also already known to us. So now we will calculate the total cost price and the total selling price. So total CP of the whole transaction will be the CP of TV plus CP of VCR, that is 8,000 plus 8,000, and it is equals to rupees 16,000. Same way we calculate the total selling price, so that will be equals to rupees 7,680 plus 8,640, and that is now equals to rupees 16,320. Now we can see that the selling price is greater than the cost price. So whenever there is a case when selling price is greater than the cost price, which means on the whole transaction you have a profit or gain. So we calculate the profit now, which is equals to SP minus CP. So 16,320 minus 16,000, which gives the value as 320. And now we calculate the profit percent. So profit percent using the formula is a profit by CP multiplied by 100%. So profit upon CP into 100%. So it will be equals to 320 divided by cost price. So we take the total cost price, that is 16,000 multiplied by 100%, and it gives 2% as the answer. So we get the profit of 2% in the whole transaction. So this is how this question can be solved, or the other questions which are of this kind can be solved by using the same way. Now, as I told you that I will show you how to use those formulas which we have discussed in the previous lecture for calculating the selling price and the cost price, etc. So the middle process means once we get the selling price of both, the middle process will remain same. I will only show you how to calculate the selling price of the articles using the formula. So the formula for calculating selling price was either 100 minus loss percent by 100 multiplied by cost price. So since in the first case there was a loss, so it will be 100 minus 4 by 100 multiplied by 8,000, and it gives 96 upon 100 into 8,000, and when you simplify this you will get 7680. And in the same way, if you calculate the selling price when there is a profit, it will be 100 plus profit percent by 100 multiplied by CP. So now we calculate it as this: 100 plus 8 by 100 multiplied by 8,000. So it will be 108 by 100 multiplied by 8,000, and when you simplify this you will get 8 640. So this is how you can utilize the formula for calculating the selling price, and the first way was without using the formula. After calculating the selling price, this same process will be followed to calculate the overall gain or loss as percent. So I hope this question must be clear to you all. Now we will move on to the next question. So the next question is question number 6. During a sale, a shop offered a discount of 10% on the mark price of all the items. What would be the customer have to pay for a pair of jeans marked as rupees 1450 and two shirts marked at rupees 850 each? So here the discount is same for all the items which are there in the sale. So it is not that we have to calculate the selling price of all the items separately. Like in the previous example, the profit and loss were different, so we have calculated them separately. Here in this question, what we do, we will calculate the total cost price in the beginning itself, and then we calculate the total selling price so that we can get the final answer. So let us begin for this question also. So first of all, we will write the total cost price of jeans and shirts. So pair of jeans is marked as 1450, so it will remain as it is, and shirts are marked 850 each, and there were two shirts, so it will be twice of rupees 850, and then we add, it will be 1450 plus 1700, and then it gives us the value as rupees 3150, and then the discount is given, so we will calculate. Now the discount percent is given as 10%. Again we can do this, the further process, in two ways. One, by calculating it without using formula, another by using formula. I'll show both of the ways. Whichever ways you like, you can go with that particular method. So now if I have to calculate the selling price, it will be 3150. Discount is always subtracted from the mark price, and actually this was not the cost price, this was the mark price or the list price of the article. So 3150 minus 10% of 3150, that is equals to 3150 minus 10 by 100 into 3150 is equals to 3150 minus, when you simplify it will gives you 315, and then the final answer will be rupees 2835. This is what a customer have to pay for a pair of jeans and two shirts. The another way of calculating the selling price is using the formula. The selling price formula was 100 minus discount percent by 100 multiplied by mark price or list price or print price. So it will be 100 minus 10 by 100 multiplied by mark price, which we have got as 3150. So it will be 90 by 100 multiplied by 3150, and then when you just simplify this, we will get 2835. So the customer has to pay rupees 2835 for this. So this is how we can solve this question, and now we will move on to one more question for today's class. That's the question number 7. A milkman sold two of his buffaloes for rupees 20,000 each. On one he made a gain of 5% and on the other a loss of 10%. We need to find out the overall gain or loss. So again over here we need to find out overall gain or loss, and so to find out the overall gain or loss, what we require is to find out the overall cost price and the overall selling price. In this question, selling price is given. We need to calculate the cost price. So we will begin with the solution now. First of all, we will find out the selling price of, cost price of each of the buffalo separately, because it is different. What is different? The gain or loss percent. So that's why we calculate it separately. So we'll take the first buffalo. Selling price of one buffalo is rupees 20,000. Then on this, gain is 5%. So now we calculate the cost price. Today I am going to use the formula in this question. You can do it without formula also. I'll use the formula for the same. So for cost price, the formula was 100 upon 100 plus gain percent multiplied by the selling price, that is 20,000. What formula I have used, I'll just mention it over here. The formula is CP is equals to 100 upon 100 plus gain percent multiplied by selling price. And when there is a loss, simply this plus gain percent will change to minus loss percent. So let us simplify it further. It will be 100 upon 105 multiplied by 20,000. So now is equals to, when we simplify this, we will be getting it 19047.62. This is this cost price of the first buffalo. Same way we calculate the cost price of the second one also. So SP of second buffalo is again rupees 20,000. In this, loss is 10%. So CP will be equals to 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. So that will be 10 multiplied by 20,000. That is 100 by 90 multiplied by 20,000. Now when we simplify this, we will be getting rupees 22,222.22. So this will be the cost price. And now finally we calculate the total CP. That will be equals to 19047.62 plus 2222.22. When we solve it, we will get is equals to 41,269.84, and then we calculate the total selling price also. Total selling price is 20,000 plus 20,000 will gives you rupees 40,000. Here we can see that the cost price is greater than the selling price, so there will be a loss, which is equals to CP minus SP, that is equals to rupees 41,269.84 minus 40,000 is equals to rupees 1,269.84. So his overall loss is rupees 1,269.84. So this is how we can solve this question also. With this, we'll come to the end of the today's lecture. Try solving the remaining questions, and if there is any problem, come back to us. We will solve few more questions of the same exercise in the next class as well. Till then, happy learning. Jai Hind.